Welcome back, everyone. I'm Tanner Barth alongside my co-host Nate Falk. And whether you can believe it or not, and I know I can't, January is coming to an end, and Nate, the playoff picture started to take shape around the state here in the last couple of weeks.
It's crunch time. The teams are coming back through the second round now. Every win's important. Every loss is important. Everything's magnified.
Which means this show is just that much more important. And we'll start with our Brinson and Sons matchup of the week, and it had a ton of playoff implication. We start the night up in Hampstead. Hoggard girls basketball taking on the Topsail Lady Pirates. Let's go out to Hampstead. Second place in the Mid-Eastern Conference on the line between these two. Pick it up in the fourth quarter. Topsail down by 7, but junior Julia Sullivan has something to say about that. Pulls them a bit closer, hitting a left wing 3-ball.
Topsail, your current team of the week, very good at spraying that ball around and hitting the 3-ball.
But you know, Hoggard would have an answer, and it's your girl. What do you like to call her?
Blair, do it all barefoot.
She gets it, gets the switch on the pick, doesn't happen. She sinks it from the corner. Then Topsail down by 7, midway through the fourth. Nice entry pass down low from Lauren Cavness to Peyton Little. She finishes at the rim.
Nice job keeping that ball high. A lot of people would have brought it down. She didn't.
And most of the points for Hoggard in the fourth quarter came at the free throw line. Topsail wouldn't give up. It's Madison Kidda catch and fire, catch and release 3-ball, but the Vikings would not be phased down the stretch. Isis Tresvik calmly sinks the 2 free throws, and Hoggard picks up the big conference win, 38-28, the final score.
That if we can stop the other team from scoring, we got a pretty good chance of winning. And I felt like defensively we did a good job. Struggled a bit offensively, but like as always, defense kept us in the game, and we were able to win.
And Nate, I was actually up at that game at Topsail, and it wasn't pretty offensively, as you heard him say, for either team, and as the scoreboard indicated. But you know how it is when it comes to playoff basketball. Defense can kind of lead to offense, and that was the case tonight for the Hoggard girls basketball team.
Well, like Coach said, if you stop the other team from scoring, you got a good chance of winning.
Absolutely.
I like that.
And they got it done just like that. Well, let's go back to Hampstead for our next matchup. It is the boys' side of things, same matchup between the two teams. The Vikings will come out on fire from the get-go, and this is either luck or skill. Cameron Blanks runs into his teammate, bounces it across the lane, and Brady Rankin says, "Thank you very much."
It's a good one to find, Brady Rankin, but should have been a foul there, too.
The Topsail would finally get on the board, courtesy of this sweet drive. Fernando Vasquez gets the hoop and the harm. Tough fall there, but nice drive.
It's like Hoggard slid in to try to take a charge, but it wasn't called their way.
Just a little bit too late, and that would get a run going for the Pirates. Sweet dish inside. Jonathan Ward pump fakes 3. Viking defenders lays it up and in. Hoggard's offense couldn't be slowed down. Cameron Blanks from the corner. You betcha, rattles it home.
Had to penetrate, had to help, kick it, wide open 3.
Hoggard goes on the road, picks up the win, 62-45 over the Pirates. And let's go back to Wilmington now for some homecoming action. Cape Fear Academy hosting Harrell's Christian in conference play. And it was the Hurricanes that jumped out to the early lead in the first quarter, but Harrell's trying to narrow the gap. Sanaya Jones kisses it high off the glass.
Good drive, good finish right there. Impressive.
But as we know, Cape Fear Academy, they're tough to slow down. Off the deflection here, Kaya Simpson gets it in her hands. She scores. Is that an assist? I don't know.
One dribble left.
Hey, it all counts the same nonetheless. Hurricanes in transition again. Look at the pass. Mackenzie Mills playing quarterback into the hands of Chloe Kernan. Nice little reverse lay-in.
Great spray ahead, better finish, using fundamentals, reverse layup.
Simpson and Kernan does it all night. They lead the charge for the Hurricane ladies. They win this one easily, 55-15, the final score. Let's go from Wilmington down to Southport. An always good matchup. New Hanover on the road at South Brunswick. Quick start for the Wildcats. Check out this. They get going early, and it's off the inbounds. If we can drop a good inbounds play, it usually works. To the freshman, Malik Myers.
And it should have been an and one.
Should have been. Through the contact, nonetheless, the freshman. And then they can score from the freshman all the way up to the senior class of Jalen Anderson.
Going Kemba Walker style on him.
Gets his floater to find the bottom of the net, but the Cougars would keep it close. Sweet shoot of A.J. Rossi.
Is this Michael Jordan impression there, or was he fouled?
I don't know. It was nice nonetheless. Step back jumper gets to the fall. That would start a South Brunswick run. Darian Pringle, he wants in on the action.
I like this play coming up right here. This is a grown man move right there.
That's what they call grown man basketball. The junior Jaheim Marshall gets the baseline lay-in. The Wildcats clawed their way back into this one in the second half. Pick up the 59-51 win. And then we go on to the girls' game. Larry Sampson trying to get his Wildcats back in the win column after a tough loss to Topsail on Tuesday night. On the road, taking on the Cougars. And who else but Cabrea Bryant to get this one started for the Wildcats. Gets to the bucket, finishes.
New Hanover, as usual, they're always great with straight line drives. You see it right there.
In South Brunswick, though, they needed to find a way to respond to stay in it. And it's second chance points. Nyjah Bryant can't get the first one to go, but the second rolls home.
Keeping the ball high once again, good fundamentals.
And then trailing by 11, South pulls it within 8. The sophomore Lexi Collins, three-pointer from the left wing. But tonight, as it does most nights, it belonged to the young lady Andrea Schuford. Right down the middle of the paint for the right-handed lay-in. She had 27 points. South Brunswick stays in it the entire game, but New Hanover shoots the basketball well enough down the stretch for the 53-41 win. And we talk about Andrea Schuford and that New Hanover team. They've got some players that, they have a lot of veteran experience, but they're a young basketball team who looks like they're going to be something to reckon with here in the next couple of years.
New Hanover does a really good job, as I said, with straight line drives. Half court, they're driving it to the basket. Transition, they like to get out, so you have to control their tempo. You have to control their penetration. If not, they can hurt you.
Yeah, and I talked about that just a little bit when I did my full court press team of the week with Topsail, and they played them on Tuesday. They said, when you're playing this New Hanover basketball team, you do have to keep them out of transition and make sure you always have a hand up in the shooter's face because, as we know, these girls can flat shoot the basketball from beyond the three-point line.
If you run them off the line, they're very good at, like I said, getting downhill and getting to the basket.
New Hanover girls basketball going to be a team to watch. Well, don't go anywhere. A couple of great games in the book for you so far, but we'll have so much more for you on the full court press. After the break, we'll head out west to the Three Rivers Conference. West Columbus hosting South Columbus.